people don't call people baseball adults? Why do they call them Disney adults? We're Disney adults. We enjoy Disney as children. We enjoy Disney as adults.
Unhinged things my sister made her husband do in Disney. One, wear this Woody bound with a cow print vest. And two, do a dance in the middle of Toy Story Land.
Breaking moments that let out Goofy's yell. Yahoo!
There's a special kind of magic at Disney. The kind where 35-year-olds in mouse ears shove toddlers and anyone else out of the way to reach Mickey first. Let's dive into some Disney adult TikToks. POV, you test the hug rule as a 33-year-old Disney adult. Okay, so I had to Google what the hug rule was, and evidently you're not allowed to hug for longer than about 25 seconds before a staff member comes in and breaks it up, because at that point, it's just creepy. But look at his face at the end. Look at this guy's face. I mean, he needed that hug. He needed that hug from a giant plastic mouse for whatever reason. It's just sad. I'm glad he got it, but it's still sad. Enjoying our Dole Whips as child-free adults at Disney World. Just look at the smugness on their faces. They're eating their ice cream and looking around like, oh my God, how sad that you have to listen to your kids at a literal place meant for them. Ew.
This was the worst day we've ever had at Disneyland. This was a content creation day, and as you will see, it was a big fat fail. I got ready while Paul filmed a transition that didn't end up working. Then I filmed a transition that was okay, but not good enough to use. Next, we filmed a transition that turned out great, but it was so miserable and hot that it was borderline not worth it. I don't have any footage of this next part, but then Paul and I proceeded to get into a snit, which lasted for 50 minutes, and we were both just stubborn and petty and wasted valuable time at our favorite place on earth. Next, we headed over to the castle for a little photo shoot. Fun fact, this is my least favorite bound I've ever done. Paul looked cute, but I just was not feeling my look that day. There were some bright spots to the day. I mean, after all, we were at Disneyland. We had a good lunch and some yummy snacks, and we went on Space Mountain. We even filmed 2 videos that actually turned out really good. Things were looking up. But then we went on Big Thunder Mountain and filmed yet another video that didn't turn out. So we headed over to Small World to film a video that not only didn't turn out, but Paul sprained his ankle in the process. We took this as a sign to be done working for the day and headed back to the hotel for a rest. We changed into comfy clothes and I helped Paul hobble back to the park for what turned out to be a really fun evening. Thanks for joining us on our worst content day ever at Disneyland.
What the fuck? Yeah, let's just look at what's going on here for a second. This guy is in a freaking bright yellow fedora and button-down suspenders with red pants. This is how much I don't know about Disney. I have no idea what the hell that is. Who he's supposed to be. At first I thought, oh, he's a Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And then I thought, well, maybe he ain't, because who the hell is she? I don't know. She's in a busted prom dress. The only thing that even looks Disney-ish about her is her freaking ears and that ridiculous backpack. I don't know who they're supposed to be. Is that Cinderella and that little cricket from Pinocchio? I don't understand. And the fact that they do this for a living, they humiliate themselves in front of thousands of people all the time for a living. Hell, he sprained his ankle trying to do a stupid video. And they still went back to the park that night to eat dinner instead of just ordering freaking room service. And honestly, they looked way more comfortable and chill going back to the park that night in their regular people clothes and eating dinner than they did this whole ass day that they had a fight and everything. It's just ridiculous. They had 2-3 videos filmed before they even left the hotel room. It's ridiculous. This is a Disney adult influencer couple. I could not imagine asking my husband. I could not imagine asking him to walk around looking like this and then put myself beside him looking like she does. Which, don't get me wrong, they're a very beautiful, attractive couple. I'm not talking about their physical attractiveness. I'm talking about their choice in dressing like this. It's just, I don't know. I had to put this in here. It was whack. crazy to me. I mean, oh God, good Lord.
Tragedy has struck. I waited too long to get the croque glacé, and they ran out of the bread. And I'm stuck with this subpar macaron ice cream sandwich that is not nearly as good, and I am very peeved, and nothing is going to make this better.
I don't even know that this was satire. That's the thing. It could be totally truthful in the moment. She was pissed she didn't have her Mickey bread and she had to settle for ice cream. This is a grown-ass adult. She looks to be in her 40s. Grow up.
At a certain point, we're going to have a discussion about the Disney adults, right? And I go back and forth, you know? On one hand, I'm like, all right, they're having fun. You know, they're adults, like they're not hurting anybody. Just let them have their fun, you know? Like, people like sports. They go crazy for sports. Like, people go crazy for, you know, Disney. But then I'll find myself on the other side of the spectrum and think, wait, we got to have a discussion. We gotta have a discussion. Should we, you know, be extending help to these people? Like, should they be in the DMS or DSMR-6, you know? Is this an illness of sorts? I'm all for letting people have fun, so it's like, what am I supposed to do? But like, if I was president, would I put something in about the Disney adults? Should a 40-year-old who is competing for the same space as a 6-year-old, you know, should they be able to, you know, participate in democracy? I don't know. That's the discussion. That's the discussion that we would have to have. I'm open. Like, I don't know. I'll mediate. It's just, you know, I don't know. I may have said too much.
This guy right here is asking all the right questions and bringing up all the right points. You know, I'm kind of with him. At some points, I'm like, oh, well, they must have had a really bad childhood, or, you know, maybe they need a little, this is their therapy. And then at other points, I'm like, what are we going to normalize all of this? Like, are we really going to normalize a fully grown woman standing in front of a bunch of strollers, first in line and in tears because she hasn't hugged Goofy, a regular anonymous employee in a plastic costume? She hasn't hugged him in 3 years because of COVID, and she's breaking down mentally. First in line, more excited than the kids. Are we normalizing this? Because I think we are. I think we are slipping down that slope, folks.
People don't call people baseball adults. Why do they call them Disney adults? We're Disney adults. We enjoy Disney as children. We enjoy Disney as adults. Why do we have to be, you know, named Disney adults? No one else is. You're not a football adult if you played football as a child and now you go to football games.
Right.
I mean,
and we don't judge. We don't judge at all.
Yeah,
go to football. Go to the games. Paint your face. Wear your little cute little.
Yeah. You guys have a mascot that you like to take pictures with too. So don't be mad at me for taking a picture of Mickey Mouse.
Just stop. Let's just not play these games here. There is an absolute difference between a lifelong Lakers fan who buys season tickets every year, goes to most of the games in his jersey, has a bumper sticker and an ESPN package, compared to a full-grown adult with most likely no children who makes Disney their entire personality. They must dress Disney related every single day. That's all they watch is Disney content and Disney movies. Go to the parks multiple times a year. Obsessively and fanatically cry. Just freak out over seeing Mickey or Cinderella's castle. There's a big difference. There's a difference. Let's not fool ourselves.
Yeah, we're going to Disneyland in Florida. No, you're not. Where are the fast pass machines? In my memories. Do I really need a reservation for Cinderella's royal table during the busiest time of the year? Yes. Yeah, we'll just take the monorail over to Hollywood Studios. No, you won't. We've been walking around this park all day and haven't found Harry Potter Land. Well, I'd be exuberantly concerned if you had. Yeah, we bought one of those character popcorn buckets, but then we didn't want to carry it around all day, so we just threw it out. I'm sorry, you did what now? Do you think a $200 food budget is enough for the week at Disney? No. Yeah, I think we're just gonna spend the morning here at Disney World and then head on over to Epcot. It's all Disney World. No, we haven't done any research, and it's okay, we don't need your help. We're just gonna wing it. Okay, by all means, decide your own fate.
This is the type of attitude from seasoned Disney moms and Disney adults. People who don't go all the time, they get like this attitude from people who do go all the time. Like, oh my God, that's not how it works. Oh my God, you're not going to have a good time. Oh my God, you're not going to rope drop. Okay, well, that's not a thing. That doesn't happen. You can't ride the monorail from here to here. Like, good Lord. And it's a real thing too. They're very judgy about it. They're like, okay, enjoy your $10,000 vacation that you're not going to know where you are. You have to do your homework before you get to Disney. Duh. It didn't used to have to be like that, actually, as someone who has been to Disney through their whole life periodically. I don't remember my parents in the 80s and 90s doing all this itinerary. You know what they did? You know what we did my first Disney trip? Disney, after my parents bought the tickets over the phone, mailed us a VHS tape, the importance and the ins and outs of what we needed to do. The tape lasted like 20 minutes. I'm blown away with how complicated Disney and Disney supporters have made the experience.
When you see the characters. Oh, this is a funny sight. Those guys are friends with whomever's in their bag.
Ew. Sir, please go have a seat on the bench. Did y'all hear that statement? They're friends with whomever's in their bag. Ew. I'm concerned that you're in the park so much that you recognize people out of costume. Well, I recognize these big black suitcases that they're wheeling through. That's holding all their stuff, their characters. I don't know who they were dressed up as, but I'm a fan, and I'm going to film them, and I'm going to put it on TikTok. Good God. Is this where we're at? Is this where we're at now? Is it because I don't want to be here?
Unhinged things my sister made her husband do in Disney. 1, wear this Woody bound with a cow print vest. And 2, do a dance in the middle of Toy Story Land. 3, wear coquette ears with her for a photo. 4, do this dance from Glee. 5, and this Barbie dance. 6, and sing this in the middle of Main Street.
Holy shit. I just projectile vomited almost. Oh my God. I can't even imagine asking my husband to wear an itty bitty teensy tiny little cow print vest and run around dancing like Woody in front of thousands of people. Don't get me started on the Ken outfit. It was such cringe. I feel so bad for this guy. He looks so nice and obviously in love with his wife to make an absolute ass out of himself in front of thousands of people. My concern is the wife. On what planet does it do you any good and make you want to bang your good-looking husband by making him run around wearing that, acting like that, doing heart hands and singing cringily right in front of the castle? It's just unnecessary. And honestly, if I was his mom or his sister, I would be sad. I would be so sad for my brother or my son that he chose a relationship like that. I don't like it. And you may be saying, well, how do you know he doesn't enjoy it? Because the actual poster said, unhinged things my sister made her husband do at Disney. I mean, I'm just working with what I got here, people. Bless his heart. We should start a GoFundMe to get him out of there. Honestly. Poor thing.
Shut up. Why did they have her on that frumpy cake? That could be anyone.
If I was sitting there with my friend and she said, oh my gosh, shut the fuck up. Look at that. Look at that is. And started screaming a fictional character's name across a crowded Disney park, screaming and waving at her saying, oh my God, I love you. I would be embarrassed. I would cup my hand over the side of my face and look away. I'd be so humiliated. Grow up.
Kevin, I love you so much. You're so pretty. I got way more. That was the best. I love Kevin. I love her. I love her. I love her. Her feathers are so pretty. Kevin's a she? Yes, Kevin's a she.
The jubilation this chick felt when that person in a bird costume squawked at her. I mean, we should all just be so lucky to feel that way at least a few times in our life, right? I mean, that made her day. The girl herself is super cute, probably a very sweet girl. Just adults out here screaming and jumping up and down and just so freaking happy that somebody in a paper mache feathered bird costume squawked at them as they walked by. It's totally wild out there. Bestied so hard, we made our husbands wear matching Disney outfits too. Well, girls, y'all not only made your husbands wear matching outfits, but you also made them do a stupid dance in front of hundreds of people. I'm sure they're clearly not comfortable doing it. Why are we in the business of young wives embarrassing their husbands? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing it? And not only are you actively embarrassing them in real time, but then this kind of shit lives on forever on the internet.
Do you see how I add minimal Disney touches to my outfit? Very classy, very demure. Old Mickey hoops, old Mickey necklace, pearl Mickey bag, very cutesy, very mindful, very demure.
So this girl right here, she is trying to teach all of you campy, gaudy, awful dressed Disney adults trying to teach y'all how to glam it up a little bit, okay? You need the $5,000 gold jewelry with the small little hidden Mickeys. And you need like little Mickey Mouse heads on your purse. And that's it. That's enough. That says old money Disney adults.
Breaking moments that let out Goofy's yell. Yahoo! Putting on our Mickey ears for the very first time. Yahoo! Number 2, walking through the cascade at Moana's Journey at Epcot. Yahoo! Yahoo! Number 3, feeling the butterflies in my tummy on Tiana's Bowie ride. Yahoo! Number 4, finding the 15 hidden Mickey. We found it inside the worker's costume. We had to open the costume and dig inside. Yahoo! Like and subscribe. We love Disney. Keep watching.
What the hell did we just watch? What the hell? They're very adorable, but I'm so concerned. I'm speechless. I'm blown away. The words have been taken from me because I have none.
I brought my child.
Her face.
She's matching you.
She looks beautiful. My goodness, those teeth are a bit much.
She has the beast smile.
But your eyes. That's how you look when you're reading your books.
Bruh.
No, just very starry-eyed and in all the adventure.
Of course. Yes, I wonder what book she might be reading now. Perhaps about a star and twinkling. Oh, goodness, she's lovely. Sorry, she's quite mesmerizing to look at.
She's mesmerized by you.
Well, thank you, Mary. It's your first time
It's her
No,
first
it's
time.
her.
Yes.
That's her name.
That's her name.
Her name's Nana.
Yes.
Bonjour, Nana. Bonjour. This is like looking in an enchanted reflection.
That's why she's got stars now.
Yes, I see.
I feel so sorry for Belle in this moment. I feel so sorry for her because can you imagine showing up to work? Can you imagine showing up to your job and you get your hair done and you get your makeup done and you put on Belle's costume? Okay, I'm Belle today. And then this comes into your line. And when I say this, I mean a literal 55-year-old bringing a ugly baby doll to Disney, dressed as Belle herself. And the doll even has a first-time visitor button. And the other lady filming it, she's filming it. I would be like, no, girl, no. I know you think it's the gag and you think it's so funny, but no, girl, you film it. I'm not going in there with that. That is something little girls do. That is something little kids do. They bring their dolls to church and to school and to Disney. And look, Belle, she has the same dress as you. This is not normal. And it was probably just a bunch of satire and they were trying to make a funny TikTok, but it's annoying. It's creepy. And mind you, she probably has a sea of actual children waiting to meet Belle behind a effing doll. Do better, people. I want to thank you all for watching these little TikToks with me. This is my first ever YouTube video. I don't know if it's going to go anywhere. I thought I would throw my hat in the ring and see what comes of it. So if you like what you saw today, please subscribe because there's going to be more coming, I promise. My name's Heather, and I hope you have an amazing day.